Hi, how are you today?
Great, thank you. How are you today?
Good. So today we are talking about your nutrition and how it will affect your oral cavity as well as your overall health. So, based off of your food diary that you wrote out for me, I have highlighted the fermentable carbohydrates. And what a fermentable carbohydrate means is basically that the bacteria in our mouth can break it down into acid. So the things that were fermentable carbohydrates of what you listed were the Dr. Pepper Zeros and the Reese Cups. So do you brush your teeth after you drink the Dr. Pepper?
Nope.
Okay. Um, Drinking Dr. Pepper and allowing it to sit on your teeth, especially if it's throughout the day, like it looks like you drank a Dr. Pepper right before you went to bed. Do you brush your teeth right before you go to bed?
Nope.
So that means that Dr. Pepper sat on your teeth all night long, and that causes demineralization of your enamel, which basically means it sort of eats away the enamel. The enamel is the further, like the outmost layer of your teeth, and so it's not really harmful to you, like you can't feel the pain. So demineralization happens between 4.5 and 5.5 of the pH level, and neutral on the pH scale is 7. So 4.5 to 5 is very acidic. So you don't want to drink acidic drinks. That's what causes the caries. So a caries risk is basically just cavities. And I have a
Is Sprite okay?
no, anything that's like a carbohydrate, a carbonated drink is not a good drink. Water really is the best option. Even the
So
flavored milk,
milk's good.
milk's good. Water's just the best.
Okay.
And
Plain one.
plain water, like the flavored water packets, those are also very acidic. So caries from sugar, it goes into the bacteria in your mouth and the acid, and then the time that it is on your teeth. So the exposure time, which I had calculated for a liquid, so the Dr. Pepper Zero would be 20 minutes is how long that it stays on your teeth, and that's without you brushing or anything like that. And the Reese cup that you ate, it stays on your teeth for 40 minutes. So looks like for this day you drank 2 Dr. Pepper Zeros. So each of those stayed on your teeth for the entire time because you didn't brush afterwards. After the caries can then, how they started on the enamel, how I said earlier, they can then go into the dentin, which is the second layer. And then once it starts going into the pulp in the tooth, it can become dead once the cavity is so extreme, and that can cause the tooth to die, which causes you to have to get a root canal if you want to try and save that tooth, which later leads to a lot of money spending and a lot of pain for you. So the overall evaluation for you is that you are a high risk for caries due to the Dr. Pepper intake and the Reese's. Like I said before, you want to keep it as neutral as possible. So water is very neutral, and soda, flavored water, juices, lemonade, things like that are very acidic.
What if I drink a water after the Dr. Pepper? Does that rinse it off?
That helps, but it would be best to just drink the water.
So
And
what if I swish it in my mouth? Because at work it's hard to do.
It's better to drink a water directly after than it is to not.
Okay.
But also, if you drink it with a food source, like a meal, then the food source balances out the pH in your mouth. So it kind of balances it out instead of all that acid at one time sitting on your. And it's also better to drink it at a one time versus drinking a Dr. Pepper all throughout the day, because that just keeps exposing your teeth to that acidic versus just at one time. So, your food choices were not too bad, but you can tell that you like what is easy, such as a cheese stick is easy to just grab. And mashed potatoes, you made the instant mashed potatoes, I see. And chocolate chips. But what gets you with the Reese cups is actually the peanut butter inside of them, not the chocolate. So, I have come up with 3 goals for you. The goals that I've come up with is to drink soda only with a meal. That way you're not completely taking it out, but you can just drink it with meals. And limit your intake of sugary snacks. So instead of 2 big Reese's a day, maybe just decrease it to 1. And then the other one would be to eat more fruits and vegetables, because throughout this day, the only vegetable that you had was green beans, and that is not enough nutrients for
What if
you.
they carry acid?
What?
What if it carries acid?
Vegetables, most vegetables don't.
Like a fruit.
Then drink a water.
Okay.
So it is very important to, most of your oral health care is coming from you, because when you go to the dentist, you don't see them every day. So you need to make sure that you're brushing twice a day. Plan to start flossing once a day, at least. And then you want to start using a fluoridated mouth rinse. So like Listerine Total Care is a good one. Did you ever get that toothpaste that we prescribed to you in clinic?
Nope. I need another prescription.
Okay. So we're going to do now the importance and confidence ruler is what it's called. So I'm going to ask you just a couple of questions. So how confident are you in making these goals that I listed earlier happening?
Good.
Like confident, like on a scale of 1 to 10, you feel good that you could actually achieve those goals?
Yes, 10.
Okay. And how important would you say they are to you? After
Well,
talking about the importance of your oral health.
after you talk to me about it, I would say it's probably like a 10.
Okay. What do you think your biggest challenge will be based off those goals?
Sweets and pop.
The sweets and pop. Okay.
Because I buy one every time I go to Walmart.
I also made a menu for you with no fermentable carbohydrated foods. So I will get that to you. And then your caries risk on this, I did. It was a 10, which puts you at a high risk for caries. So, but I think that's all I have today.
Well, thank you, Miss Summer.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.